Welcome. We are here. Whoa, what the heck? I didn't have my mic. Welcome. I was kind of thought it was weird. I looked at myself on the camera.
I've done that so many times.
Yeah. The Hunter just did that last week.
Yeah, I know.
We are here for a very special Southeast Iowa Union Sports Talk live. I have a migraine, so I'm probably going to pass out during this, and Hunter's going to have to take me the whole way. And speaking of Hunter, here's our co-host, Hunter Moeller.
What's up?
And we got Alex Snyder on the ones and twos. We're all wearing Iowa Hawkeye gear today,
Yep.
getting ready for the absolute smashing of those cheaters at Michigan. Gonna beat them so bad.
Knock them out of the
Fire
playoff.
Harbaugh. That's right. We're gonna knock them right out of the college football playoff. At least we're gonna cover the 22-point spread. And yeah, my head hurts. But we're gonna talk a little winter sports. We are powered by Fairway, as always, along
Yes,
with all
sir.
the ads that are below me right here. Let's see what's going on right now. Triple M Nutrition. Get a little nutrition. Maybe if I had a little nutritional breakfast instead of these Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I wouldn't be having a migraine right now. But you know
You
what?
never know.
One thing that's good about me is that I don't complain when I have those things happen to me. You know, don't even mention it. I just let the world, go. I just like Michael Jordan and that against the Jazz. Don't even complain about it. Just go out there and do my best. We're going to talk a little winter sports. And Hunter, you were at a winter sports event last night.
Yes, I was.
The Mount Pleasant Panther boys basketball game. They had a pretty darn tough opponent with Cedar Rapids, Washington. How did that go in Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, it was a tough beginning of the season for the Panthers in this one. Cedar Rapids, Washington escapes Mount Pleasant with a 68-57 win. Mount Pleasant did give them everything they had in it. It was kind of right out the gate. Mount Pleasant, took a 1-0 lead off a Nate Stroud free throw, and that was the sole lead that they would have in this one. Cedar Rapids, Washington went on to make it 8-1, and then a little spurt where Peyton Hagen scored 10 of 15 points for the Panthers, cut it to 1, but at the end of the first quarter, 16-17 there, and that was as close as they would come in the game. The Warriors, Cedar Rapids, Washington, really what kind of stood out to me is they were getting, it wasn't so much shooting. It was a lot of easy baskets around the rim, particularly around, not around the rim, off steals in transition. That's kind of what I noticed. That they were kind of able to take advantage of. That's where a lot of their points came. At the half, it was 34-24. Mount Pleasant did battle back. Heading into the fourth, they trailed 51-37. Kind of battled back late in the fourth there, cut it to 7. I believe they got as close. That's as close as they came. Had a real good chance to get within 5, and missed layup off the break. Was kind of a killer in the final 2 minutes of that game, and then they were able to seal it from the free throw line there for that 68-57 win. So Mount Pleasant 0-1 to begin the season. A lot of the errors that that I saw, I guess, last night, definitely fixable for them. Obviously, we're looking forward to them having a great season, and really have one. Out of all our teams, they probably have the toughest stretch of games here at the beginning of the season. Obviously, playing Burlington on Friday. Burlington's going to be a great team. Always a tough. Always tough games in the Southeast Conference there,
for sure.
And then they take on West Burlington on Saturday. West Burlington, I don't think the rankings are out, but West Burlington probably is going to be top 5 in Class 2A in that, if I had to guess, anyway. And then taking on next Tuesday, they welcome last year, 2022 state runner-up Cedar Rapids Xavier here to Mount Pleasant. So, yeah, facing the gauntlet here early.
Yeah, which is good. They have pretty high expectations. They won the conference last year, so it's kind of normal to see a team like that stack the schedule with some tougher opponents. And so it's good for them. They had to have a little bit of a slow start, kind of like last night when they went to the Jamboree last week. So maybe that's a early thing to fix. Mount Pleasant girls basketball was in Ottumwa last night. Took a 52-29 loss. That was Mount Pleasant's second game of the season. They played Pella, super good team last week. I think Pella had 12 threes on them. Real tough. Mount Pleasant was in this game in the first half for sure. They were down 9-5 at the first quarter. They came back to lead. They came back to trail 18-15. They won the second quarter 10-9, and then just not a great third or fourth quarter for the Panthers. So yeah, Ottumwa wins 52-29. Abby Carthy, who I look to probably lead them in scoring this year, looked really good in the Jamboree. A good ball handler. She had 16 points last night. So not too bad when you consider that the team scored 29. She scored over half the team's points. Juliana Burns had 5. Alexa Fuller and Haley Parrott both had 3. And off the bench, we had Kinley White with 2. So not a super strong start there. By the way, Alexa Fuller also had 8 rebounds there. She's one of the few girls that are back this year that got some starts last year. So obviously Mount Pleasant rebuilding from their senior class leaving last year. But there we go. Good game from Abby Carthy, but an 0-2 start for the Panther girls. We have some other SEC teams playing tonight. We got doubleheaders tonight.
Yeah, we got Fairfield and Washington both in action. Obviously, they're opening the season. We got Fairfield taking on Ottumwa. And then
Oskaloosa. I think I said Ottumwa earlier.
It's Oskaloosa. And then we've got Washington taking on Albia. So those two teams both... on the boys' side, kind of in a little bit of a rebuild, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Fairfield losing, 3 huge starters that have been there for, 4 years, I guess, now gone. And then, Washington, really, the only kind of starter they bring back is Logan McDowell, now a junior. So those two teams, looking to get off on the right foot. And then on the girls' side, obviously, Fairfield fell to Mid-Prairie, was at that game to begin the season. And then, so they've got some new pieces too.
Yeah, for
obviously
sure.
Savannah Hollander kind of leading them, and then the Washington girls, they returned, quite a bit from that team last year. A lot of young talent. Couple seniors graduated last year that were, pretty big for them. But I know they're looking to take strides this year too. So should be another good night of Southeast Conference our Southeast Conference teams.
Yeah, Washington is one of the few teams that we cover that actually brought back a good amount. We have a lot of teams that
across the board
lost a lot. Yeah, across the board. And we'll talk about more of those teams. We're going to talk about small school after this commercial break. But we're going to go to our sponsors so you guys can enjoy those hard-worked commercials. They should put us in some of these commercials now that we're, a show and everything, but not to complain.
We have our own commercial on the show.
Yeah. Well, I was saying we should be like a Andy Cutting, your spokesperson for a Caparado. Celebrity spokesperson.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Book us. But not today. Headers. We're going to go to break. 3, 2, 1. See you in a bit.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Tammy takes the time and has the personal interest in each one of us. I don't worry about what's going to happen because I know my policy is taken care of.
She pulls what I need and puts it together, which is the program I get from her.
Every year she calls around September or so and says, there's changes again, and I'm going to do the best thing for you. It's been perfect. She does a great job.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
I am Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers, and sellers to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Hello. Welcome to a very special episode of South Union Sports Talk. You know what? It's not even that special. All of our episodes are special. It's just kind of a run of the mill. It might feel special because you're watching Southeast Iowa Union Sports Talk live, and you feel special watching it. But this is just your meat and potatoes Southeast Iowa Union Sports Talk. You know,
Another day.
This is not our NCAA tournament special. This is not our Halloween special.
I can't wait for that.
Me
This
too.
year's going to be tough to pick.
Not our Thanksgiving special. Yeah, it's not going to be tough to pick Iowa because they won't even be in it. Sorry. Back up. Beep, beep,
That's awesome.
beep. Sorry, I brought a little negativity in there. That was a little negativity that was in my brain from watching a couple of Hawkeye games.
Hey, it's
We're going
all right.
to back up on that.
All right.
Going to back up on that. This is a pro Hawkeye show today because we all wore Hawkeye sweatshirts, all three of us. Yeah, we're going to talk a little small school action. We had a little bit of small school stuff last night. Really, today is the big day that everything kicks off, conference and stuff like that. But why don't you tell us, you got any boys basketball scores? I know Varsity Bound was down this morning. We were a little nervous, but it seems to be back up. What do you got for boys last night?
Yeah, I've got one more to look up after this, but I'll just run through these quick. So just running through the scores here. We had Cardinal and Van Buren playing, looks like an absolute barn burner last night. Van Buren County 62, Cardinal 61 on the boys side. So real, close-knit contest right there.
Yeah.
And then one of our teams that, are looking kind of to make some noise this season, I think, is Keota. Keota 84 59 over Louisa Muscatine. So big win there for the Eagles to kick start the season. And then let me jump to my email here quick. Then we had Waco falling to Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity was kind of one of those teams last year that was kind of, up and coming in the South.
They were going to be good this year.
Yeah. And, they showed it. Waco led for the majority of the contest, but Holy Trinity, a big run in the fourth, outscored them 24-13 in the fourth quarter, and ended up being a 59-50 win for the Crusaders there. And then that's all I have right now. I just got to look up Hillcrest Academy real quick to see if they played, and that's the last game.
Here we go. Will we get taken out if I sing the Jeopardy song?
And Hillcrest Academy plays tonight, so that's all from the boys' side on Monday night.
Hey, can I guess who they play?
Tonight?
Yeah, can I guess?
Go ahead.
I believe that Hillcrest Academy plays the Highland Huskies tonight.
You'd be correct.
In a Southeast Iowa Super Conference North Division clash.
You'd be correct.
I'll go little girls action last night. Waco, who I saw in a clash with. Oh, did I even talk about last week? I got to watch Waco play at Pekin. I didn't talk about that at all. Fun fact about the Waco Pekin game for anybody who. Hold on. There we go. Had some not Southeast Iowa Union sports talk appropriate music about to play on my phone right into the mic. I was at Waco last week, or I was at Pekin last week. Oh yeah, do you remember? So last Tuesday, flashback. If this wasn't live, we put a clip in of me last week talking about how pumped I was because I was going to the Waco Pekin game. I was talking about how awesome it is to just sit behind the basket at Waco and how I was so excited to sit and take pictures. Joke's on me twice because one, the game was at Pekin, which I found out right after the show. Felt like dummy. And then two, I forgot my camera card. So like a dope, I was sitting there with my phone trying to take pictures. So anybody who read that story, Pekin and Waco fans, and said, wow, that picture of the Waco Pekin girls game looks like absolute trash, absolute gutter trash. Andy lost it. He can't take pictures anymore. That was with my phone, which I bought in about 2004. So, yeah. So cool it on the hate mail. No, I haven't got any complaints about it. But in that game last week, I got to see Pekin pull out a 43-42 win over Waco. And Hadley had 17 points before fouling out. And for Waco, Emma Wagler had 14. That was a pretty crazy game. Alex Parsons had some huge shots for Pekin, including the game's sealing free throw down the stretch. So I just want to throw that out there. 43-42 last week. That's what happened for anybody who was wondering when they watched last week. Waco girls lost 62-31. Last night in Riverside, the future birthplace of Captain James T. Kirk. Go to the SoutheastOhioUnion.com website for a cool little column by our colleague Kaylin McCain about that. It's actually technically, I guess 2-0. That's undefeated. And have you ever watched Major League? That's 2 wins. What happens if you win that third game? What is it?
What?
You watched Major League, right?
I haven't seen it.
You never watched Major League?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. Now I've got an even bigger migraine. Major League is a classic movie.
Oh, I'm looking it up now.
Coach, the Major League manager, said they won yesterday, won today. That's 2 games. If we win tomorrow, that's 3. That's a winning streak. So I was going to say, for Highland, 1 more win, and that's a winning streak.
Oh, yeah, I've seen Major League.
You seen Major League?
Yeah.
Bats.
With,
Charlie Sheen.
You make my heart swing.
If anybody wants an awesome YouTube video to watch, go watch Charlie Sheen and Martin Sheen play 2-on-1 against Michael Jordan in like 1992. Great YouTube video to watch.
Favorite
they go pretty hard on it.
My favorite scene is when in Major League is when Charlie Sheen finally gets it figured out and he starts throwing like 99 mile an hour or 90 mile an hour, and he comes out with the old jacket, the old shaved. He's got like the. It just blows my mind, and he's got glasses on. He's up there throwing like 99 miles an hour.
Yeah, Ricky Vaughn.
Yeah,
Willie Mays Hayes is my favorite. Willie Mays Hayes is definitely my favorite character from that.
Is that the voodoo one?
No, Hats for Bats. I don't remember who that is. Willie Mays Hayes is the speedy guy. They make him push ups whenever he hits the ball in the air.
Yeah.
Super funny. Sorry.
I like the. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. One more girls basketball game. We don't have the Cardinal stats on this, but the Cardinal Comets 48-41 over the Van Buren County Warriors. Tight one there. But for Van Buren County, Marley Mertens had 13, and Ivy Davidson with 11. Sophie Urak, 8. Urak. I'm going to say that so everyone knows that even though I'm a newspaper guy, I know how to pronounce that last name.
How is it?
It's Urak, but it's Jirak, so you'd think it'd be Jurak.
I think that's how I've been pronouncing it, so that's right. Got it now.
I'm not sure if Sophie is a sister to Lexi and Ella, who played a few years ago, but her older if she is an older sister, her older sister Lexi Urak had 2 game-winning home runs back-to-back years in the softball tournament. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's what I got for girls basketball. Again, it's a busy night tonight. And we're going to have a busy next 3 minutes because we're all going to look at our sponsors.
Yep.
Think about how much they power this show, especially Fairway, title sponsor. And we love them. And you guys do too.
Yep.
So here you go.
Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross, Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
At 5 Star Community Credit Union, we want to help you lead a better life. We offer competitive rates and convenient appointment times for all kinds of loans: auto, recreational vehicles, home equity, line of credit, holiday, and personal loans. We make it easy to build your credit and enjoy the good things in life.
We invite you to join 5 Star Community Credit Union. We are community-minded and member-focused. Come visit our locations in West Burlington and Mount Pleasant or online at 5starcu.org. Federally insured through the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
At Brown Shoe Fit, we pride ourselves on traditional sit and fit service that's been serving the Mount Pleasant area since 1952. At Brown's, we have shoes for the whole family. From kids to adults, we carry the finest footwear for every occasion. Whether you're looking for something for work, casual wear, or exercise, we've got you covered. And don't forget about our selection of safety toe footwear for both men and women. Come visit us 6 days a week and experience the best in traditional sit and fit service. Brown Shoe Fit, where quality and tradition meet.
Get ready to light up your holidays in Southeast Iowa like never before. The Mount Pleasant Festival Lights is back brighter than ever. Starting November 22nd and running every night through New Year's Eve, the Festival Lights is the ultimate drive-through holiday experience. But here's the real excitement. For 2 nights only on December 18th and 19th from 5:30 to 8 p.m., you can ditch your car and walk and run through the lights. With over 150 dazzling light displays, this is the perfect way to kick off your holiday season. For dates, times, directions, and ticket information, visit oldthreshers.com.
Welcome. I was actually just going to stare at the thing for as long as I can just to make Alex nervous, like I didn't hear him say it was time to come back. We are here, Southeast Iowa Union Sports Talk, live, powered by Fairway. You're watching this on. Where are they watching this on, Hunter?
Well, there's a couple places they could be watching it. Washington Live on YouTube, as well as Facebook at Washington Live, and then you can also find us at Mount Pleasant Live and Fairfield Live on Facebook as well. And then Spotify on under Washington Live as well, if you want to listen to us on there. So just a plethora of places to find us.
That was a nice smooth radio. That sounded like an AM radio. I like that.
Did you?
Help my migraine a little bit.
I should just
migraine again.
Maybe I should just talk like that all the time.
Just we are here.
You can find
we did
us
that one episode last year, didn't we? We were here, and we're going to talk a little girls wrestling. Girls wrestling tournament last night in Fort Madison. We had some teams. We had the Cardinal Comets score 108 points for 5th place. Columbus 93 points for 6th. Waco came in 10th with 68. And Highland was right there with them with 68. And then we got Fairfield 33. You know what? Cardinal had the best night of the group. Let's shout out a couple of their 3rd place finishers. Skylar Welch, 3rd place at 170. Asia Cox, 3rd place at 155. Macy Grove, 1st place at 130. And we got Abigail Derflinger, and I'm saying that one really loud because they, for some reason, have it all caps on WrestleTrack. She got 3rd place, earning her team a very important 17 points. And you know what? Columbus, Win from Mount Union. Apologize to Win from Mount Union for me calling them just Columbus just a second ago. They did pretty darn good, too. And Josie Nelson, former Winfield Mount Union girls basketball player, fresh off the state tournament in girls basketball, comes out in her first ever girls wrestling tournament, and she gets 1st place at 140 pounds. She takes out Kat Diprima of Fort Madison in 21 seconds to win that one. What a champ. Dakota Storm, 3rd place at 145 for Columbus WMU. Who else do we got here? Let me just use this voice a little bit. My head's pounding. I can't take it anymore. Waco and Highland. What'd Waco do? We got a 1st place, Riley Rice, fresh off the girls' state wrestling tournament last year. She scores 28 points. Wins the 110-pound weight class, beats English Valley's Katie Troyer in 21 seconds of the championship. How about Elisa Graber? If your name's Graber, you're having a pretty good day for Waco. She gets 2nd place at the 105 weight class. Do we got any other top 3s for Waco? No, we don't. Let's jump right over to Highland. Look how fast I am at WrestleTracks. Lily Bear, 3rd place at 120 pounds. Oh, Chloe Sexton, 190, second place. She goes 1-1 on the day. Pinned Keokuk's Jayla Gardner in 2 minutes and 25 seconds. That's a second period pin for all of you who don't know that there's 2 minutes a period for wrestling. And how about the Fairfield Trojans? We saw they didn't score a ton of points, but I'll tell you what, Samantha Lyons got second place in the 170-pound weight class, including 2 pins, both over Muscatine wrestlers. She's the queen of Muscatine. Bow down to Samantha Lyons, who got second place at 170 pounds. 2-0 against Muscatine. Oh, just kidding. There was another Muscatine girl who beat her in the championship. I should have read ahead. She was 2-1. Sorry about that, Muscatine fans. And that's it for wrestling. Got a little bowling. Fairfield sweeps Washington last night on the bowling lanes in Fairfield. I'm trying to remember which one's girls and which one's boys. In boys, Fairfield 24-46, Washington 18-69. But Caleb Ziglowski of Washington did go 385. Pretty darn good for him. Girls, Washington doesn't have a ton of girls, but 1683 for Fairfield, 201 for Washington. Hunter, I want you to close us out with some of the things you're excited for, and I've got a headache, so I'm going to lay my head on the desk.
Okay.
Take it from here, Hunter. See you next week, everybody.
Yeah. Well done in that whole segment there, by the way. I guess some things I'm most excited about is pretty much the winter sports season is going to be, just a battle, I think, between, all the conferences we cover pretty much. The Southeast Iowa Super Conference is kind of up in the air in the north. We're looking for Winfield to have a big season once, injuries from football, kind of go away and those guys get back in the starting lineup, and we're going to see who plays tonight, I guess. So might be jumping the gun on that one about injuries, but Southeast Conference never disappoints. It's always a battle, so I'm sure it's going to be a battle once again on the boys and girls side. Bowling. Fairfield and Mount Pleasant usually go at it. Keokuk's always kind of been the premier, I guess, team the last couple of years anyway. So it'll be interesting to see if anybody can kind of, knock them off the throne, I suppose. And then wrestling, we've got a ton of good wrestlers. Southeast Conference always has some great wrestlers. Southeast Conference is, we've had a couple of wrestlers make state past couple of years. Well, a handful, actually, a pretty decent amount last year. So, I think it's going to be a great winter season. So just looking forward to, I guess the biggest thing is probably just seeing the growth from teams. I always like seeing, remembering, seeing a team early on in the season and seeing how much they improve, by like playoff time, things like that. I always like seeing that. So I guess that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Me too, and I'm looking forward to all of our fans, watchers, and listeners on Southeast Iowa Union Sports Talk.
Yep.
Growing the station to be the number one on YouTube, passing T-Series, I think, number one on YouTube. We talked about that like 5 weeks ago, so that reference only goes to the people who literally watch every single episode, which you should. I got to go lay down, so we're going to go. When will we see him, Hunter?
We'll see you next week.